All right, we've been talking a lot about how to show your sweetheart how much you love them. Now we're shifting gears to discuss how children express and receive love. Joining us now is Shaniqua Molds, parent educator, coordinator with Healthy Families Partnership. Shaniqua, we're talking about love and children. I have two sons. I tell them every day that I love them, and I hug them, and I think it's really important. Please tell me why it is.
It is very important, and that's great that you do that. It's important because us showing children love, it shapes their self-esteem, which is how they feel about themselves. And not just that, children model what they see, so it also is going to assist them with being able to show others love in an appropriate way.
And I know there's so many different ways you can tell your child that you love them. What are some of the ways that you can let them know that they're loved?
Well, at Healthy Families Partnership, we run parenting programs there, and some of our parenting program utilizes some of the philosophy behind the 5 love languages of children. And those 5 love languages are words of affirmation, acts of service, physical touch, receiving gifts, and of course the most important to me, which is quality time.
Quality time is really, you said, the most important.
To me, that's my personal opinion.
And why is that so important, the quality time? That just lets them know?
That just lets them know that you're invested in them and their life, in what they like, what they dislike, and you're actually allowing yourself to really get to know your child, as well as allowing your child to get to know you.
What are some of those words of affirmations? And I know that has to do with the 5 love languages of children.
I love you, or you're a great kid, or thank you for doing your homework today, or oh, you came and cleaned up the kitchen and I didn't even ask you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
What is the love language, Shaniqua?
What is the love language?
5 love languages, yeah.
Well, as I just mentioned, they're words of affirmation.
Oh, that's what it is.
That's what they are.
Okay.
Acts of service, quality time, gifts, and that quality time and giving them words of affirmation. Now, what you have to know is that every child's love language may be different.
Right.
And it's very important to be aware of what your child's love language is. That's important because if you're not aware of what their love language is, you may not be meeting their need to be loved. So you may be a parent that's giving gifts, what your child would rather you give them some encouraging words.
How do you figure out what their love language is, though? I mean, is it just by knowing your child?
Comes with knowing your child, and I think that's that whole key of that quality time. Like I mentioned, that's why I believe it's so important, because if you don't spend quality time, how would you learn these things? It's one of those things that time in has to be present in order for time out to be effective.
Something tells me that it's really important to start this at an early age, too.
It really, really is. It's very important to start as early as you can.
All right, more great advice from Shaniqua. You can find out more from the Healthy Families Partnership and their website, hampton.gov/Healthy Families, or give them a call at 727-1300. Shaniqua, great advice on love language and telling your kids you love you, and happy Valentine's Day.
Thank you. Same to you. Thanks for having me.